I'm Liyana Hassanel, and this is Nightline, news making the headlines. 5 Sabah Assemblymen summoned over alleged mineral project scandal. And foreigner arrested for gouging out a local man's eyeball. Good morning. Malaysia will share its position on initiatives to address poverty, inequality, and global governance reforms during the G20 summit in Brazil. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim said Malaysia also aims to strengthen economic cooperation within the G20 and promote inclusive development. Anwar arrived in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, earlier on Sunday to begin his official visit as well as to participate in the G20 summit. In a Facebook post, the Prime Minister shared that he is scheduled to meet Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva. He is also set to hold discussions with the business community in Brazil. Apart from Malaysia, 16 other countries, including Chile, Qatar, Egypt, Singapore, Spain, the United Arab Emirates, and Vietnam, are guest countries at the G20 summit. The Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission, MACC, has confirmed that it had summoned 5 Sabah state assemblymen to assist in investigations into a video allegedly linked to corruption. The commission said the assemblymen were called following a complaint regarding their alleged involvement with a businessman connected to the mineral procurement projects in the state. In a statement on Sunday, MACC said that initial investigations found information linking several Sabah State Assembly members suspected of being involved to the businessman in question. It added that the 5 Assembly members have been summoned to have their statements recorded and investigations are still ongoing. The investigation follows allegations of corruption stemming from an audio clip and 3 video clips, allegedly depicting conversations between the assemblyman and the individual recording the videos, which was published on a news portal. On Saturday, MACC Chief Commissioner Tan Sri Azam Baki said the individual is yet to make a formal report. Now, a company owner has been remanded in connection with investigations into 10 million ringgit fraudulent claims. Putrajaya Magistrates Court Registrar Nazira Adlin Ahmad Khairul Razi granted the MACC's application to detain the man until November 20th. According to a source, the suspect in his 40s was arrested at about 7 p.m. on Saturday when he appeared at the Graftbusters headquarters to give his statement. Preliminary investigation revealed the man may have committed the offence between 2019 and this year. The arrest followed the detention of a former senior engineering manager of a company last week for allegedly misappropriating 2 million ringgit. The person is alleged to have submitted false claims for repairs and offered bribes to company staff who approved the claims. MACC Deputy Chief Commissioner Datuk Seri Ahmad Kusairi Yahya confirmed the arrest. Malaysia could potentially form strategic partnerships with the United Arab Emirates, UAE, that would be mutually beneficial and could elevate the country on the global stage. According to Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Seri Ahmad Zahid Hamidi, this includes the areas of food supply, managing disaster through artificial intelligence, AI, and green technology.
The Deputy Prime Minister said his discussions with UAE Energy and Infrastructure Minister Suhail Muhammad Al-Mazrouhi showed the UAE's determination to ensure the availability of food supply in the region by becoming the main center for the re-export of food products. This has created an opportunity for Malaysia to boost exports of halal food products to the UAE and nearby regions. Ahmad Zahid said there is also potential for collaboration in logistics and port management, particularly using advanced technologies like AI already implemented in UAE ports. He said this technology could be applied in Malaysia, helping to expand capacity and enhance the competitiveness of Malaysian ports. The discussions also covered a potential collaboration in disaster management. He also noted that UAE's Space 42 boasts an advanced disaster monitoring system which could aid Malaysia in developing an early warning system to improve disaster response efficiency. Ahmad Zahid is on a 7-day working visit to the UAE to strengthen ties, where he will officiate MIHAS at Dubai 2024 on Monday, which is held alongside the Middle East Organic and Natural Product Expo.
The National Anti-Drugs Agency, or AADK, will have laboratories with the capability to detect synthetic drugs, including prohibited substances contained in electronic cigarettes or vapes. Home Minister Datuk Sri Saifuddin Nasution Ismail said the first 2 laboratories would be built at the Narcotics Addiction Rehabilitation Centres, or PUSPAN, in Kedah and Johor. Saifuddin said under the Drug Dependence Bracket Treatment and Rehabilitation Act 2024, which was passed in August, AADK rehabilitation officers were also empowered to carry out preliminary tests for illicit substances.
Kita ada keupayaan pegawai pemulihan kita punya kepakaran. Itu elemen yang kita ubah. Ini keberanian yang kita cubalah, tapi dah jadi akta dah kan. Kalau dulu proses testing, verifikasi semua pegawai perubatan, doktor, tak boleh orang lain. Tapi dalam akta penagih dadah yang kita pindah ni, tugas itu boleh dibuat oleh pegawai pemulihan AADK.
He added the move was imperative to improve AADK's competency in dealing with synthetic drugs, including illicit substances found in vapes and healed by school students. He said this during a media conference at SK Permatang Pasir in Kedah on Sunday, after launching the National Level School Anti-Drug Campaign 2024 with Education Minister Fadlina Siddiq. Meanwhile, the Home Ministry and the Education Ministry have introduced Squad Junior, which are volunteer teams tasked with spreading awareness about the dangers of drug abuse and illicit substances. The squads, made up of students, would work among their peers within the school environment.
Untuk membawa anak-anak ini khususnya mendekatkan mereka dengan advokasi berkaitan sekolah bebas dadah ini, dan kita lihat inisiatif hari ini sebagai contoh squad junior yang sangat saya fikir dinamik dan boleh diketengahkan lagi dalam pelbagai aspek dan juga peringkat sekolah, termasuk kelab-kelab yang sudah pun sedia ada di peringkat Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia untuk kita laksanakan program-program ini secara bersama.
The volunteer teams would function to spread awareness about drug danger and substance abuse among school members, especially students. The pilot project for Junior Squad targets to rope in 26 schools nationwide, including primary and secondary schools, beginning in the 2025 school session. Malaysia does not see the need to issue a new maritime boundary map and remains steadfast in defending the nation's sovereign territories. Defence Minister Datuk Sri Muhammad Khalid Nordin stressed that Malaysia prioritizes diplomacy, engaging in discussions and negotiations to address challenges arising from overlapping claims.
Peta kita tetap peta kita. Yang tak ubah kita, yang ubah dia orang. Di semasa-semasa dia orang ubah sempadan peta dia, dah termasuk pula kawasan kita. Jadi kita memang tak ada nak ubah peta. Bila kita nak ubah peta, bila kita kata kawasan orang lain kita nak masuk kan. Jadi kita tak ubah peta kita. Peta kita tetap peta kita, dan kita tetap akan mempertahankan kawasan kita dan kedaulatan kita.
Khalid said this on Sunday when asked whether Malaysia should issue a new maritime boundary map after the Philippines enacted 2 new maritime laws that breach Sabah's maritime borders. He also highlighted that the Royal Malaysian Navy, Royal Malaysian Air Force and Malaysian Maritime Enforcement Agency conducts continuous monitoring to protect the nation's sovereignty and maritime borders. On Thursday, Deputy Foreign Minister Datuk Muhammad Alamin confirmed that Malaysia has sent a protest note to the Philippines regarding its new maritime laws. The Philippine Maritime Zones Act and the Philippine Archipelagic Sea Lanes Act were reported to have overstepped Malaysia's 1971 new map. The 2 new laws are seen as efforts to strengthen Manila's claims over the South China Sea. In Pulau Pinang, a foreign man was arrested for gouging out the left eyeball of a local man at Jalan Arakuda in Tasik Gelugor on Saturday. State Police Chief Datuk Hamzah Ahmad said the 28-year-old suspect was arrested after the altercation at around 2 p.m. According to Hamzah, initial investigations revealed that the 52-year-old local had provoked the suspect, who then struck him. The suspect is also said to have gouged out the victim's left eyeball with his hand. The victim also suffered injuries to his right eye during the altercation. Police arrested the suspect at the scene of the incident. Health Ministry personnel who arrived to transport the victim to the hospital reportedly found the victim's left eyeball not far from the scene. The injured man was taken to Kepala Batas Hospital for treatment and is reported to be in critical condition. The case is being investigated under Section 325 of the Penal Code for voluntarily causing grievous hurt. In Sabah, a man died and his younger brother sustained burns after their house was razed in a fire in Sandakan on Sunday. The deceased, 35-year-old Jailan Jaimin, who had suffered a stroke, was found charred in the living room by firemen.
District Fire and Rescue Department Chief Senior Assistant Fire Superintendent Severinus Elias Muhammad Nizam Sainkui said they received a distress call at 8:41 a.m. and a team of 15 personnel was deployed to the scene. In the incident, Jailan's brother, in his 20s, sustained burns on his back, while several other of his family members were able to escape unharmed. Upon arrival, rescuers found that the entire house was engulfed by flames. Rescuers found the body of the deceased in the living room of the house and retrieved the remains before handing them over to the police for post-mortem. Rescuers brought the fire under control at 9:27 a.m. and completely extinguished it by 11:35 a.m. 3 vehicles, including a 10-ton lorry, were also destroyed in the blaze. The cause of the fire and total amount of losses is being investigated.
Artificial intelligence is transforming the way we live, work, and even connect with our homes. From automating routine tasks to creating more intuitive user experiences, AI is becoming an essential part of daily life. In this Nightline special report, Azara Tagaya is in Seoul, South Korea, to explore how global tech leaders like LG are driving the shift, particularly in smart homes and connected devices.
We're living in a time where AI technology isn't just intelligent, it's becoming more intuitive and even empathetic. From home appliances to healthcare and even mobility, this global shift is reshaping industries and enhancing everyday life. At the heart of this transformation is the smart home. With more AI-driven devices entering the market, tech companies are now racing to create platforms that can seamlessly connect appliances and enhance user experience. One such company, LG, is a leader in this space, creating a unified interface that can help users manage their homes, from refrigerators to washing machines, all powered by AI.
So we see AI as a tool, as a commodity. So as CES this year, we embrace AI as affectionate intelligence, which means AI should be more attentive, caring for our customers. So we are using AI tools and solutions to make people's life better.
Tyram G, manager at H&A Brand Marketing at LG, explains that the ThinkQ app is pioneering this shift. Users can automate daily tasks, such as keeping the clothes dryer running or lowering the temperature of the refrigerator, all through an app on their phone without physically even being at home. Beyond living spaces, AI is making a mark in industrial settings as well. LG is driving the use of AI in its smart factories, which leverages AI to optimize the entire production lifecycle. The aim is to create a more sustainable and adaptive manufacturing system that not only reduces costs, but also minimizes environmental impact. Such advancements can serve as a model for other countries, including Malaysia, looking to enhance their manufacturing sectors. But AI's reach goes beyond homes and factories. It's redefining other sectors as well. With vehicle component solutions that make cars smarter and safer, LG is at the forefront of creating software-defined vehicles that enhance the overall driving experience.
So really it's about building and using our technology from different areas of our business in LG Electronics. So as you know, we are very active, for instance, in living room and your home And all those technology can be translated and being repackaged and used in the car and the mobility space. And so we are trying to find the right technology, the right business model, and the right partnership with OEM to bring those technology into the car and to make your car more like a living room, like a cozy space where you can enjoy, entertainment, relaxing, a mobile office on the wheels where you can catch up with a meeting, catch up with your email, or even just, relax and watch a movie.
AI isn't just a futuristic concept anymore. It's here now and it's changing the way we live. Taking into consideration how Korean companies are always looking to expand, engage and collaborate with global partners, and also considering the fact that the Malaysian government is putting emphasis on high-tech industries, as long as companies like LG continue to innovate, there's high chance that we'll see more of these innovations on our shores soon. Azaria Tagaya reporting for Nightline TV3 from Seoul, South Korea.
Ian Yao defies odds to clinch title. Actions from Ace Malaysia Cup after this breather.
Rakit ni kita boleh kata pengangkutan tradisional dan tidak semua rakyat Malaysia ada pengalaman berakit.
Sungai ni ibaratkan nyawa saya lah. Pada orang kampung ni dapat tengok sungai pun hilang segala masalah.
Kita cuma tahu cara abah kita dulu, cara orang kampung dulu kan.
Saya tahu, saya memang takkan dapat mengeluarkan babat yang standing dengan negara-negara luar lah. Tapi saya nakkan lembu yang lahir dekat sini ni antibody dia dah sesuai dekat Malaysia.
Orang Pahang dan Sarawak, kami mahukan anda. Minggu ini, tim Kalpis Soda 1 in a Million akan tiba di Kuantan Pahang dan juga Kuching Sarawak. Iya, 23 dan 24 November dari jam 10 pagi hingga 10 malam. Layari media sosial Kalpis Soda OIAM TV3 di Instagram dan TikTok untuk syarat penyertaan. Apa lagi? Datanglah. Mana tahu hadiah bernilai 1 juta bakal menjadi milik anda. Segar rasa, sodap suara.
Sayang, nampak jam saya tak?
Alah, awak yang tak kemas betul-betul. Semaklah, serabut tau.
Hidup ini keras. Kita patut bertolak ansur dengan pasangan kita.
Kita kena ambil berat, ambil peduli dan saling berkongsi kesenangan dan kepayahan kerana ia adalah penghubung kasih sayang.
Hai sayang.
Abang dah balik?
Dah masak dah?
Sorry, belum lagi.
Kita sentiasa berharap untuk dapat pasangan yang terbaik untuk kita.
Namun, tak semua kesempurnaan dapat kita kecapi. Yang paling penting, kita kena saling memahami antara satu sama lain.
Sports now, the 2024 Japan Masters. Liang Junhao's winning streak ended on Sunday after he suffered a straight set defeat to China's Li Shifeng in the final. Forced to go extra mile in Saturday's semi-final clash against Jonathan Christie of Indonesia, Liang failed to recover from fatigue as he was downed 10-21, 13-21 in 44 minutes. En route to final, Liang had beaten the odds by beating much higher-ranked opponents that included Japan's Kodai Naraoka and Koki Watanabe, as well as India's world number 17, Lakshya Sen. This is Liang's first final in a World Tour Super 500 competition, and also makes him the first BAM men's singles player to make it into a World Tour tournament final in 2024. Turning to squash, the 2024 Ace Malaysia Cup. National men's squash player Ian Yao gave Malaysian fans a reason to cheer as he clinched the trophy after taking down top seed Yusuf Salman of Egypt on Sunday. Took 50 minutes to take down world number 11 Yusuf 11-7, 11-7, 11-7 in straight sets in the final. The world number 14, spurred on by local support, defied the odds as he had lost his two previous encounters with Yusuf. This was Ng's second World Tour title after taking the German Open in April. In the women's event, national top squash player Siva Sangari faced a surprising defeat on home soil losing to 17-year-old Amina Arfi of Egypt in the final. World number 10 Amina secured her second professional title as she claimed an 8-11, 11-9, 12-10, 8-11, 11-6 victory. Amina's victory halted what could have been a flawless run for Siva Sangari, as the Malaysian had not dropped a set throughout the tournament until the final. Turning to tennis, the 2024 Nitto ATP Finals. Jannik Sinner powered into the final after crushing Norway's Kasper Ruud in straight sets on Saturday, extending his winning streak to 10 matches with another dominating display.
Roared by a partisan home crowd in Turin, the world number 1 has his first ATP Finals crown firmly in his sights after thrashing the Norwegian 6-1, 6-2 in just 69 minutes. The Australian Open champion will now face Taylor Fritz in the final as he bids to become the first Italian to win the season-ending tournament. Earlier, Fritz became the first American finalist at the Elite 8-man event since James Blake in 2006, following a thrilling 6-3, 3-6, 7-6 triumph over Alexander Zverev. With a hard-fought win, the world number 5 now has a chance for revenge on Sinner for the US Open final defeat as they prepare for a grueling showdown in northern Italy.
MotoGP now, the 2024 Solidarity Barcelona Grand Prix. Jorge Martin was crowned world champion on Sunday, despite finishing third in the final race of the season, with Francesco Bagnaia victorious in the race. Martin led by 19 points heading into the 24-lap Grand Prix, and the Spaniard needed to finish in the top 9 to clinch the championship if Bagnaia won the race. The two-time world champion made a superb start, while Marquez, who was third, snatched second place from Martin in the second lap. Martin, however, made no mistakes and maintained third place throughout the race, which was enough to secure the championship by 10 points. The win marks Martin's first world championship at the Premier Class level, and the Spaniard will be defending his crown with Aprilia next season, after the factory Ducati team opted not to sign him. China's school stabbing leaves 8 dead. The details when Nightline returns.
Premis hiburan guna lesen palsu.
Ini kiranya lesen lah pada abang. Ya. Bila kita buat semak dari segi nombor akaun, kita dapati lesen ni adalah nama orang lain.
Wanita warga asing pula jadi pendamping.
You order dia, right?
Baru dapat lah.
Okay, you baru dah dapat
Saksikan 999 Selasa jam 9 malam di TV3 dan stream sekarang melalui Tonton.
Lebih segar, lebih dinamik. Laporan komprehensif menghidupkan pagi anda.
Buletin pagi dengan waktu yang baharu. 9.30 pagi setiap hari bermula 1 November.
Sayang, nampak jam saya tak?
Alah, awak yang tak kemas betul-betul. Semaklah. Serabut tau.
Hidup ini keras. Kita patut bertolak ansur dengan pasangan kita.
Kita kena ambil berat, ambil peduli dan saling berkongsi kesenangan dan kepayahan kerana ia adalah penghubung kasih sayang.
Chef, akhirnya kita kembali lagi dalam dapur panas. Tapi kali ini saya datang lebih panas.
Panas-panas macam mana pun kita tetap nak kena masak 3 menu istimewa. Jadi kalau korang nak tahu menu apa yang saya masak dengan Masya, jangan lupa saksikan Dapur Panas setiap hari Jumaat jam 11.30 pagi di TV3.
Busy tengah membizikan diri je, tak ada.
Bobok busy.
Bobok busy je. Tapi Masya pun baru je rilis lagu baru.
Oh, okey.
Jangan suruh nyanyi sebab kita hafal lagi.
Okey.
The foreign news. Israel's military campaign on Gaza and beyond continues to escalate, with intense airstrikes and artillery attacks reported on Sunday. Local medics and officials in Gaza said dozens of Palestinians have been killed or injured by a Zionist strike on a multi-story residential building in Beit Lahia, northern Gaza. Gaza's government media office said Zionist warplanes targeted several residential buildings and homes in the town in the morning and has put number of those killed at 72. According to a medical source, Zionist fighter jets hit a 5-story building in the Beit Lahia project area, killing about 50 people and leaving several others trapped under the rubble. Witnesses said that over 70 displaced civilians had sheltered inside the targeted building. Another Zionist strike also targeted another house in the area, killing at least 15 people and injuring several others. The attacks come amid growing accusations that Tel Aviv is pursuing a broader agenda to extend the conflict beyond Gaza, potentially engulfing the entire Middle East in a wider regional war.
In Lebanon, Israel's air offensive has continued with strikes in central Beirut, the first in over a month, and elsewhere reported on Sunday morning. The head of Hezbollah's media office, Mohammed Afif, who has been in the public face of the group throughout the war, was killed in a strike on Ba'ath Party Center in Ras al-Naba, central Beirut, that collapsed the building's top floor. According to officials, 3 other people were injured in the strike in the densely populated district, adding that the building was targeted without warning. The Zionist military had not officially ordered the area to be evacuated ahead of the deadly strike on its handle on X. Meanwhile, 3 attacks were reported on separate locations in the Lebanese capital's southern suburbs, sending thick clouds of white smoke over the targets. There were also reports of strikes in several other areas of the country, including the port city of Tyre.
Chinese authorities have arrested a former student suspected of killing at least 8 people following a stabbing incident outside a school in Yixing County. Yixing police said the attack occurred at the Wuxi Vocational Institute of Arts and Technology at about 6:30 p.m. local time on Saturday. He graduated from the school in 2024 and carried out the attack after failing to obtain his diploma due to poor exam results and that he was unhappy with his internship pay. Police said the suspect confessed to his crime without hesitation, adding that an investigation was underway and efforts were being made to manage the aftermath. This is the second deadly attack within a week after a man drove his car into people at a sport facility in the southern city of Zhuhai, leaving 35 people dead and injuring 43 others. Super Typhoon Manyi slammed into the Philippines' most populous island on Sunday, with the National Weather Service warning of floods, landslides, and huge waves as the storm sweeps across the archipelago nation. Manyi was still a super typhoon when it made its second landfall on Luzon, with maximum sustained winds of 185 kilometers per hour, but was downgraded to a typhoon category as it traversed the mountainous island. The typhoon had uprooted trees, brought down power lines, and smashed flimsy houses to pieces. Meanwhile, more than 1.2 million people fled their homes ahead of Manyi, as the weather forecaster warned of a life-threatening impact from the powerful storm. However, no deaths have been reported, but there was extensive damage to structures on Catanduanes. The Weather Service said significant weakening was expected as the typhoon traversed the mountainous island. The 6th tropical cyclone to hit the Philippines in a month, Manyi is now hurtling towards the southern and central areas of Luzon. And that concludes Nightline this time around. Before we leave, let's take a look as monumental creatures come to life through majestic light sculptures, transforming a Paris garden into a veritable open-air museum. With that, I'm Liyana Hassanel. Thank you for watching, and be well, Malaysia.